Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? I haven't filmed in a while, but I promised my patrons that I would make a video discussing my room. I wanted to show you how I created this space through the help of The Sims. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Janice. I make videos talking about everything creativity. I've made videos where I design my own cafe. I've made videos where I design a skincare line for a K-pop band. I have made videos discussing all of the languages that I speak. If any or all of that sounds interesting to you, have a look around on my channel and you might find something that you enjoy. And why not stick around? I was supposed to add that. So I promised my patrons a while back that I was going to make a video where I show you the creational process, the conceptualization of my room. Starting out, this is what my room looked like before. These are the pictures that I had regarding my room, regarding the size, and that's kind of all I had to go off of. I actually signed the lease without ever having visited the room, without ever having visited the flat. I fully put my trust in my friend that I live with because we have a very similar sense of aesthetic. So I put my full trust on her and it turned out really well. I love this apartment. In my old apartment, never having visited this apartment, measurements is all I had to go off of. So what do? I go on The Sims. Now in The Sims you can't really do accurate measurements, so despite the fact that I did have the accurate measurements, length and square meters, I couldn't do anything with it because The Sims doesn't let you accurately measure things. I did that all in The Sims and then it came to decorating and I felt a little bit stunted because I was like, actually yeah, this is like a fresh start. I can design the space, not with furniture that I was given, not with furniture that I have to stress by because my mom is like, come on, I want to go home. I am completely free in the creation of this. This is not furniture that's already in the apartment that I have to somehow incorporate and try to make it my own. This is just purely my room. The one place I recommend that anybody who wants to create a new space or create something stylish or just look for inspiration in general is just to go on Pinterest. Pinterest is like my #1 source of online inspiration. It just kind of collects everything that I like and holds it in one little good bubble. If I see something on Instagram that I like, I can follow that creator and maybe sometimes every 2 weeks see a post of theirs because I follow 300 other people. But on Pinterest, I just search a common term and it'll give me thousands and thousands of examples. And then when you click on it, you can see similar results of that same thing that you already liked. So I had this idea in my head that I wanted something that kind of feels like a Korean bedroom. Like a stylistically, aesthetically pleasing Korean bedroom, but also that it could totally pass off as a Airbnb. And that might raise some eyebrows. If I go traveling, which I haven't been able to, but when I go traveling, I like to look at 3 things: location, price, aesthetics, because all of that combined can make or break my experience when I travel to a new place. I wanted to evoke a sort of holiday feeling when I enter my room. I'm a person who was very much into minimalism, like Marie Kondo, get rid of everything you don't need, that type of person. So that's also what I wanted to bring into the space. Wanted to bring into it my own furniture that I already had, but I wanted also some new pieces. For example, some pieces of furniture that I have that I knew that I absolutely did not want in my bedroom. For example, my old bed. If you look back at my old videos, I had a really big bed frame. It was from IKEA. It's the Hemnes IKEA in white. I think the only reason that I bought it the last time that I did was because we were in IKEA. My mum was like, come on Janice, I want to go, I want to leave today. So I was feeling very pressured and very stressed to make a choice of bed. But I always tell my friends, if you're creating a completely new space, if you have a blank canvas, go on Pinterest and just look for things that you like. If you have to create a board, let's say for bedroom, and you just look at beds, make a board for beds and then just pin everything that you like that has a bed in it. After a while, you'll be able to look back at all of that and then see common things. Like you'll be able to see, oh, I don't like it if it has a headboard. Oh, I don't like it if it has very little space below the bed. Like you start to see similarities between the different pictures. So that's kind of a way that you can figure out, oh, what do you want? And so for me, what I saw in the commonality of all of my saved pins on Pinterest was I like wood tones. I still like white, which is good because I had a lot of white furniture. I liked rugs and I liked plants. The only thing that I could do in this quarantine time, if you can't go outside, they're remaking the floors, you can't enter the apartment, was I could design it on The Sims. So I want to show you the design of what I initially wanted my room to look like. You might find some differences of what it actually looks like now. It looks very similar, I will say. I was pretty spot on with the scaling. A little here and there could be a little bit bigger. More or less, I knew this is what I wanted my space to look like. So at the entrance, we have a miniature hallway. Technically, I wanted it to lead to like a little cube where my sewing machine would be able to stand on, and then the table facing the bed. The bed in The Sims that I chose does have a headboard, but that was not going to be an option. The lamp I also didn't end up choosing. So there are some differences. For example, the table is no longer towards the bed. I did that when I first got the table and it looked really stupid. I think I actually did a pretty good job of designing the space that I wanted in The Sims without actually having ever been into the space and without knowing if my proportions are correct at all. And on that note, I think that's it for this video. So I think this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can stick around till when I make a new one. I hope you drink lots of water, get lots of sleep, and this is the end. Bye! I would also like to give a special shout out to my Patreons. Thank you so much for supporting me, and even more special shout out to my Patreon Alice/Lemonplanter. Thank you so much for supporting me.